Hello and welcome back to another video, and today we are doing a video I haven't done in, I think this is the start of chapter 3, which is surprisingly been over half a year. It's been about 6 or 7 months since I have made that video. I'm pretty sure, I want to say, that was the video I made that the first day of 2022. See, we're about halfway through the year. They've added a few guns since then, and I've also got my opinion a little bit different than before. Now, I got every weapon here, except you will not see any RPGs, unless they're an exclusive one. You'll see what I mean by that. But no explosives, and no bows is their own separate category. And a few weapons I did not throw in here, because I think there's no point. And some I forgot. I forgot to originally put in, for the SMGs, you'll see the area is fixed now, it's not as bad as it was. And I did forget the makeshift revolver in the pistol category, but all you guys need to know, that would be the worst revolver. A pistol, no matter what. Who cares? Other than that, I'm pretty sure I got everything pretty much. So I think I'm gonna start from the pistols and work my way over. Makes it easier. So we got pistol ranking. There's 11 pistols in the game. We got starting off makeshift pistol. Most of you all probably know most of the weapons, I would assume. Primal pistol, not makeshift. Really not a good gun. Very inaccurate in my opinion. Guys, go revolver. If you're good with it, you can be good with it. I'm not a big fan of it. And for all the information, because I know some guns are different depending on what you play on. I play on PS4 and controller. I know some PC players like a lot of weapons that controller players don't, because they were better with them. Because it helps them. I don't know. 6-shooter. Self-explanatory. It's one of the worst pistols they've added, but could be a lot worse, I guess. We do have the combat pistol. At first when this gun came out, I was like, oh, this is decent. I was like, it's about the same as a normal pistol, who cares? The recoil is actually somewhat bad on this weapon. Let me see if I can do this real quick. Like, the recoil could be somewhat bad. Other than that, it's not too bad. Then we got the revolver. So explanatory. I prefer the blue one, like the blue, green, and gray, for some reason, over the legendary and purple versions. When it's like the, the OG revolver, you know what I'm talking about probably. Dual pistols, in my opinion, one of the better pistols they added. Very unique for its style. Probably a bit higher, but a little bit better with them. I'm not bad with them, just not great. We got the suppressed pistol. These are real close to me, was these two. Suppressed pistol's not too bad of a weapon. We do the flintlock. Flintlock for facts that it does a lot of damage, headshot's amazing, and it's fun when you're trick shots. I like to trick shot, or used to like to trick shot, just randomly, just because why not. We got the legendary pistol, okay? This thing's a laser if you're good at aim. I have decent aim, so it's not too bad for me. Could be a lot better if I was, like, better at the game, but yeah. Now, this is a controversial opinion. I do have the hand cannon at 2 on this list. This pistol is very good, but I don't know anymore, guys. This one right here, the one that's in the casino right now, the sidearm pistol. This thing I've been using non-stop. If I can't find a decent SMG, I will take the pistol. Pistol's broken. We're gonna go to, I think this is the sniper category. Sniper, we got the lever action rifle. This gun kind of reminds me of a hunting rifle, just shoots faster and it's not a low damage. We got the fully auto. You all know about the fully auto. This thing is not really that good. No one really cares for it. We have the Semi. I think most of y'all remember the Sim. I think 2 weapons aren't popping up. Some may not pop up. I didn't think about that till now. So, actually, let me end this, and I will see you all in just a minute when they actually load in. Okay, we are back. What I did, I just went to Crave and delete the, well, also, I forgot the problem over there, but we're going to continue. We do have the next one, the 100 bolt action. I know with the bolt action sniper, we're going to put a little bit less damage and stuff. I don't know if y'all see this, like the recoil, little shake thing, can make it real annoying to try to use. Then we have the Storm Scout. Storm Scout, honestly, the tip I'll get is that it shoots relatively quick. I do like the idea. I like the idea of the storm thing in the corner, but honestly, other than it having a one-shot headshot, really ain't much. It's a suppressed sniper. It's a bolt action sniper, but suppressed. Literally the only difference. I have a feeling for some reason the suppressed feels different. I think it does a little bit less damage to the bolt, barely, but it's just not the same, Hunter rifle used to rank as a lot higher on my list, but anymore, I'm just not used them too much. Or whatever, so it's not too bad, but yeah. And by the way, I'm ranking most of these off of overall, so like, they could be overpowered at one time, then again, at one time they're terrible, so yeah. We have the railgun. This thing was not a fun thing to have to deal with. This thing was very annoying. Then we got the heavy. Y'all know the heavy sniper. It would have been, realistically, I never put it one just because I don't never was huge, as big a fan of it as the other one, which I got right here. You see the bolt. But the heavy was like, I mean, it was really good. It was really good. Just, I don't know, I had a bad feeling with the heavy sniper. And now they nerfed it towards not a headshot, one shot. So yeah, I don't like it much too. And of course, the bolt action sniper. My favorite sniper the air at in this game. And I guess I'll see you all in the second part. I think, yeah. Not all of them spawner here, so we'll see you in the second part. Okay, now the SMG ranking. 15 SMGs. We'll rank them in order. I'll tell you, I'm definitely gonna have a different opinion than a lot of people on this. I feel like SMG, shotgun, AR are the most controversial ranking out of all three of them, because it's like they're really controversial depending on who it is. So I'm gonna start with the charge. I hate this thing with a passion. Now, if you can use it right, it's not too bad. But I feel like right here, if I'm like this, I'm gonna fall like this. I usually normally can't hit someone. That could be better. I mean, yeah, I don't know. The other primal, you should actually somewhat love this. Like this SMG. I like the noise it makes. But other than that, it's not a good weapon, really. We have the burst SMG. I have this a little higher because I actually have some good moments with the burst SMG. Or whatever. Maybe not during real game, but in creative, it's pretty nice. Or whatever. We got the suppress. This at one point was one of the best SMGs in the game. Way back in the day, because the accuracy is insane on it and all that. Yep. Machine pistol. I personally am a big fan of this weapon. Also, love the noise it makes. But yeah, it's pretty good. Not too bad SMG. We got the rapid fire. I feel like it's just the same as the machine pistol. Other than, like, honestly, I prefer the machine pistol, but the rapid fire was really broken at one point, so that's why I have it slightly higher. Then we got into the first thing that's not like an actual SMG, it's the LMG. This thing at one point was extremely overpowered. Anymore, it's not as good as it used to be. I realized they went back to what it was. Because for a while, it had a thing where it shot a little bit slower. It had a different sound. So that's nice to know. The sideways minigun. Now, this thing wasn't as good as the minigun. But I will say, its bullet spray is pretty compact compared to some weapons. Then we got the blue SMG. At one point, people were saying this was better. I think it was once the combat SMG was nerfed. They said this one right here. No, compact, not combat. My fault. This was one of the best SMGs in the game at one point. Yeah, it's pretty good though. Combat SMG, I put just slightly above. Kind of reminds me of the same weapon. Just I feel like this one has a little less recoil. Right here, this one does, but this one just feels like it works better than this one. And the extra 2 bullets would be a big difference. Now there's drone. This is a controversial topic for the reason of more things. And by the way, we are ranking mythics and exotics over there, so this does not count as the mythic one. It would realistically, we're going off this version, it's about right, I'll say in this range. Like somewhere in this range in these 3 weapons. But I had to also rank it off back in the day. Back in the day, this thing right here was probably the most broken weapon you could think of. It had used to a 50 round drum, crazy headshot multiplier, all that. It used to be extremely broken. They nerfed it, it's not as good as it used to be. Minigun, another weapon, kind of the same way. They nerfed it because you couldn't instantly shoot it because now you have this little cooldown right here. But other than that, it's still pretty broken to fight against. Now we have the submachine gun. This is when they bring it back. You know, it has the old model, but this is the remake of the original. So I have it just slightly below, well, the original. The original had 40 bullets. That's why this one is the real one. This one has 35. This one they bring it back the game around sometime in chapter 2, I think. Then here's a controversial opinion. Attack SMG number 2. This thing I just don't like as much as I used to. And when they brought it, and when they had the makeshift one in chapter 2, I did not like it that much. And I'm sorry to say, but in my opinion, this weapon, the Stinger SMG, It's probably the best SMG that you can ask for. This SMG has great range, fires really quickly. And I mean, I don't know what else you would want. It's just an amazing SMG. I guess I'll see you all in the shotgun ranking. Just say I need to make sure they do not what's it called? They're not like despawned. Wait, we got the shotgun ranking. There's 17 shotguns in the game. We were going to start off with this right here. The Makeshift shotgun. This thing, honestly, the pump. It's just a pumped shotgun that shot a decent bit faster, did less damage, and only had 3 bullets in the clip. So it's kind of just like a. Think of a pumped shotgun, like a blue. No, it is the same. I think it's a green pump. So let's think of a green pump shotgun that shoots a bit quicker, but lost 2 bullets in it, so it runs out of ammo quicker, and does less damage, less headshot multiplier, all that. Primal shotgun. At one point, this thing was really broken when it was in the game because the way it shot like that, it could be really annoying. But honestly, this never really was a great gun. We had the Dragon Breath. We all know about the Dragon Breath. Fun fact, you guys don't know, the Dragon Breath's the only gun right now that you can 200 someone. As a shotgun or not, that's not a sniper or whatever. So that's pretty cool. It's the only shotgun I get 200 now, which is interesting. Drum shotgun. You know, this thing was really not the greatest back when it first came out, but then when they brought it back for Chapter 3, it actually wasn't too bad. It's probably arguably one of the best shotguns in the game. We have the elbow shotgun. I think everyone knows elbow. Kind of just shoots at 2 shots, whatever. Not too bad, but not too like, crazy. Combat. This is a very. I feel like a lot of PC players would get this weapon. I'm a controller player, so I never was a huge fan of it. But I don't like the. I hate guns that have like, extremely small reticles most of the time. So yeah, combat never was on my side. The Ranger shotgun. Only used just a little bit. I didn't play. I think this is the last season when they added this. Didn't play a lot, but it had good range. You get it from really far. Do like a lot of damage. Yeah, 134 for body shot. The only downfall is having 1 bullet. If it realistically had about as many as the Makeshift, the 3, low-key might be one of the best shotguns they have had in the game. We have the 2-shot. The 2-shot at times is good, other times is very bad. I just don't want to pick it up. So yeah, we have the charge. This is a very hot topic because I don't like the charge. A lot of people do. But that's about where I rank in this list. I don't know the rankings. Y'all can just. I'll figure it out maybe in the editing of the video and stuff. But yeah, I don't know what it's gonna be. This is the I think the original heavy. No, this is the when I run the heavy back. This one in front of it is the original. I didn't like the small reticle, but it did a lot of damage. I prefer the old heavy. It just reminds me of a slightly different version of the tac shotgun. Shot a bit slower, try to do a little bit more damage. Don't mind so. The auto shotgun. The second worst in the game because there's 3 to 4 shotguns, and I would argue the other 2 are better than this. I will say though, if I'm in no build, I do take the auto most of the time. The auto is the best thing I can have in no build. So auto, pretty good. Right above it, this controversial opinion again. The tac shotgun just above this, or actually, look at the. Yeah, I don't know if you all know this. The auto is literally the legendary tac, but does a little bit more damage. So you'd think the auto's better. But I don't know. The tac used to be really broken back in the day. I also had to put it over for that reason. Lever action shotgun. For a while, I did not like this. I was like, bro, this gun sucks. The more I used it, I started to really like it. It was one of my favorite guns when it was in the game. Yeah, I don't have anything bad to say about the lever, really. Other than it can be inconsistent at times. The prime shotgun. The prime shotgun right now might be the best shotgun in the game. I would say it's about a tie with the other one, striker pump, which I have not got to yet. So, yeah, I feel like I can't say much about it yet because it's only been in the game for this season. Still pretty good though for its top. Now we do have the striker pump right above it, just barely. The main reason I have it above because at one point this thing was low-key broken, but in Chapter 3, so it's pretty good. And then I mean you always put the OG pump over. Sadly, the OG pump is not the best. I think the best shotgun right now, if you're playing creative, would have to be probably the Prom, or yep, the Prom or this, because this shoots slower than the pump, and they do about the same damage. So the pump is slightly better, and I don't know if the AR ranking one's gonna be fixed or not. So I'll see you all in a minute, and if it is, then well, you'll see me obviously, because I mean I'm doing the video no matter what. But yeah. Oh wait, AR ranking 17 AR is also in the game. We're gonna start with the makeshift AR. I'm not gonna represent a lot of these guns. I was picking them up and throwing out. I don't want to like make this feel laggy or whatever. But makeshift, I mean, it's not very good AR. I don't really like it. Do the thermal. Thermal was decent originally. They made it worse after they brought it back for a little bit. Like the model, I don't like either. And then I'd say the scope tower is slightly better. Even though, actually, yeah, the scope tower does more damage right now. 37 is shot. I think the thermal is about 20 something, I want to say. Because it's a new model and stuff. 31, yeah. I mean, this does more damage. Only thing this had over this, honestly, over here was having the thermal part, but no one really cared about it. Spire's, the Spire's weapon, the primal grapple. Could have been better. If it had first shot accuracy, it actually low-key wouldn't be that bad, but first shot accuracy not being there really is a big problem. Combat AR, I'm starting to like this more, so I might rank it up in future videos. But like, see, I'm just me not controlling the recoil, so the recoil gets kind of bad. I can try covering it. Yeah, I was trying a little bit, not like a lot. Like, let me try like actually like. Okay, see if I could really try to hold the recoil, I can make it be almost straight, but it just doesn't really work for me. So I have the solid drop a little bit over, which I realistically probably move the combat AR about 1 or 2 up at least. Solid drop I like because I like the fact that I think it's here. Yeah, in this mode right here, it did like a lot. It does like crazy damage when you get up there. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. Infantry is kind of just this, but shoots a lot slower. Yeah, I've had decent memories of infantry. That's why I have it up here. We got the pulse rifle. The reason I like the pulse rifle and have it up as high as I do, this does a lot of damage, but then you do this. Use an SMG, so it's like a 2. You can use it 2 different ways, whatever way you want. I used for a while when this was in the game, Stark's pulse rifle, like a Stark rifle, whatever you want to call it, with a shotgun and just some heals and some movement. That's what I used to do. So I didn't rock an SMG. Hammer AR. This AR also is starting to grow on me a little bit. It's not too bad though. Could be worse. Tactical assault rifle. Gun's pretty good. Reminds me of the combat AR with no recoil. So like, or not as much recoil. So I mean, I'll take it. It's not too bad. We do have the suppress AR. This AR was. The more I use it, the less I like it. But I mean, it still could be a lot worse. So I rank it right about here. Not too bad of a spot for it. This burst, what you guys may not know, is this burst is actually just the AUG. It's just now in the FAMAS version because it works the exact same way. And obviously just takes 2 shots to 3 shots like it used to. We have the heavy AR. The heavy AR as well. Not too bad. Kinda does a lot of damage. 44 hits, not too bad. We have the Ranger solid. Above the Ranger's the same thing, you know. Just shoots quicker and does less damage. So I just prefer it. We got this burst. I think this is the striker burst. This is the striker burst. I want that with the scope. This thing's really good. I mean, not really liking it as much this season for some reason, but it's still pretty good. Then the controversial opinion of between these ARs, I think the MK is worse. MK I have at number 2. Because also, again, like I said, I'm on control recoil is a thing that's a problem for me. I'm not good at controlling recoil. So yeah, then we get the Scar at a number 1. Never could do anything to the Scar. And I guess we're moving on to the exotics. Okay, the exotics. There's 10 exotic weapons. They had a big shield in here, which I got rid of. Didn't count that. And obviously there's also heals and stuff. But like I said, all this is just weapons. We'll start with the Nighthawk. The Nighthawk's literally just the revolver, but you can have thermal vision. So it's nothing special. It's the same thing, nothing special. That's how I did for the first ones. Storm Scout, same thing. Different was literally nothing. They just brought it back because they thought it'd be cool. I don't even think it does more damage at all either. I don't think. Oh wait, sorry. It does 5 more damage. It does 90 instead of 85 or whatever the Storm Scout does. And here's where it starts getting a little different. So we have the exotic Marksman 6-shooter. You're probably like, why would you put in all of these? Because most of the choice, I'd probably put this over this. And the exact reason for why this I use here is because, yeah, it says 24 hits. It's like, oh wow, that's not much damage. Like, why would you want that? This thing has a 3 times? think it's 3-time multiplier on headshot. It does a 96 headshot if you hit someone. So it is not it's not a thing to mess with if you do get headshot. Then we have the boom sniper. Boom sniper, if you guys don't know, is a sniper where it shoots clingers. The clingers do 60 a hit, and not really much else you can say. It's decent. It could be better though. I didn't really use this. The burst quad launcher. I think it's a quad launcher but shoots 2 rockets at a time. Never got to use it, and the one time I did try using it, I think I about killed myself using it, so I don't really like it. You got the Dragon Breath Sniper. It is a legendary bolt with being able to burn things. That's a big difference there, really. And I really like bolt action sniper, so you already know how to rank that higher than most. Now, I'm not using this in a real game. The burst pull rifle is only in the game for a little bit, but it's pretty broken when people don't realize. So you have the burst rifle part. Shoot once, it shoots twice, whatever. And then people don't realize this part. Hip firing, you can go like push it and tap at a time, just bop bop. And it does 2 shots at a time, or you can hold it down. So it's like pretty cool. I use it in creative, and that's why I put it up high as I did. And then we got these ones right here. Your grapple bow. What people don't realize is that obviously it can grapple and do this. You can use it like let me just have to sorry. Yeah, pull them towards you or whatever. There's also this damage. I don't know how much it does. It claims to do 178. I don't think it does 178 to the body, but it does claim to have damage. So yeah. And then we got over here. It was a close thing, but I put the Shout Tracker pistol at number 2 because I really like this weapon. Suppressed pistol being able to track someone. I had this thing and absolutely destroyed someone one time. And yeah, I mean, just working out. And then we got the Hop Rock Dualies. Who could not? You can jump around the place like a psychopath and shoot people with some dual pistols. But yeah, we're gonna go to the last one, which are the the mythics. I'll see you all when I'm over there. There's 27 guns, actually 28, but there's 27 guns I'm gonna be ranking in the mythic category. Well, let's go. We got the Rise bow. No one cares. Explosive bows, whatever. So Choppy's ray gun, decent gun, but it's a ray gun. Charge MG, like I said, don't like the Charge MG. 2-shot shotgun, like I said, decent shotgun, but not really good gunner SMG. First difference between this is the reason why I would rank it a legend. Honestly, I'd rank a blue SMG better than this thing right here, the blue Stinger SMG, because the recoil on this thing is terrible. Recoil on gunner's SMG is terrible. No, legendary one was better than that. That's all I would say. Primal shotgun. This is a lot better than the legendary version, but it's still not that good. So don't really care for it. Charge, like I said, don't like charge shotgun. So charge shotgun, that's a no-go. Primal assault rifle. We'll say the primal AR mythic for some reason feels a lot better than the legendary one. I think it's shot a bit quicker, but I could be wrong about that. Again, slow as pulse rifle. The same thing as pulse rifle. Just the damage on this thing was insane. Like, how much does it do? Like 50 something? It says 38. I know it did more than 38 though. But yeah. Sideways rifle. Again, just like the sideways weapons. I like the sideways weapons. I thought they were good. They weren't bad, but I mean, not good, but not bad. But then we got Meowskull's Pew Pew rifle. Wasn't a bad weapon, just an AK. Not a lot of people liked AKs. Heavy sniper. It's really just the heavy sniper legendary. It's worse than the legendary heavy sniper they used to have. So I'm not saying much about it. Ranger assault rifle. It's a normal Ranger assault rifle, just slightly better damage. Whatever. DMR, same way. DMR. I also realized I didn't rank the DMR in the other classes, which I probably should have done. In like sniper or something, but I did not. DMR is not a bad weapon. I will say it's a good weapon. And fun fact that I just found out to say, the hip fire on this thing is actually extremely good. So yeah, that's a good thing to know, I guess. Hammer assault rifle. This thing is actually really good. The hammer is. I like more I use. I do like it. Just the mythic ones are like the same for some reason. All shotgun, just slightly more damage. We have the combat SMG. This thing was actually really good. Whatever when you're using it, it's like pretty good. Now we got some other ones. We got the Striker Burst. I had this one here just because I mean there's some other methods that are better than it really. The mythic sideways minigun. Sideways wasn't that bad. And then we have the Brutus minigun. This thing is broken if you had the ammo for it. It did like pretty good damage too. Yeah, 21 to hit, not too bad. And by most of the chapter 3 ones, like these ones, like the prime shotgun and stuff I'm about to go into, I know how to use them, so it's kind of just off what I assume they're like. Mythic prime shotgun, more damage, that's about it. Same thing for the striker pump here. Then we got some more other stuff. We have the drum guns. These drum guns were crazy. I had a better experience with Jules's, even though they were literally the exact same. There was a copy of each other. But yeah. Now we got Ocean's Burst. Ocean's Burst is the same as the next one. And the next one is Sloan's Burst. Notice this, that Ocean shoots slower, has more ammo, and Sloan shoots quicker with less ammo. That's the only difference. Because Sloan above Ocean. And then the last one is the Scar. Everyone knows the Sky Scar. One of the most broken things they ever thought about adding into Chapter 2. And here's why I said that, because this ain't official ranking saying it's the best of all of them. Just this thing right here was a complete nightmare to go up against. Like this thing, being able to do this and all this with having plus right here, 400 HP, made it pretty broken. But yeah, that's pretty much all for the video that I had to say. So I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I'll see you all next time. Peace out.